Hi, this is Leigh Ambergy, stampwithleigh.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mentor, Ohio, and thank you for stopping by to check out my video today. We're going to be making a Halloween card, but before I get into that, just a quick reminder that until the end of the month, Stampin' Up! Is having 2 starter kit offers. Option 1 is for $35. You pick out $125 of your choice of Stampin' Up! Products. It ships to you free. You also get a free paper pumpkin kit, and you get business supplies. There's no obligation, though, that you have to do this as a business. You can purchase, be a hobby demonstrator, just purchase for your discount, or just take advantage of this special that's going on. The other option is for $99, which is the normal price to join. You get to choose $189 worth of products, again, of your choice. And it also includes the free shipping, the free paper pumpkin kit, and the free business supplies. So that's what Stampin' Up! Has going on for the month of October. If you have any questions about this, please reach out to me. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. This is the card that we're going to be making today. It's a cute, fun Halloween card, and it features the Fright Night bundle online, and also the Spooky Sweet designer series paper, and that's also online. And then these cute little embellishments are the Shimmer Star foam stickers, and they come in one sheet. I just cut these to separate colors because the class, we used the purple on this one, we used black on a different one, and a white on a different card. So it just made it easier at the workstations to just snip these all and have them separate. But we will be working with the cute purple foam stars for this card. So this card features a lot. It looks like it's going to be like, oh, it looks like a lot of pieces parts. It is, but it's very simple. It comes together very easy. And we're starting with a piece of basic gray cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5 for, you know, I really need to put my cheaters on when I start working. I don't know why I don't. 5.5 by 8.5 basic gray cardstock, and all of the measurements and all of the products used are listed on my blog, stampwithleigh.com. And if you're watching this from my YouTube video, there will be a link in the description box that you can copy and paste, and it will take you to the blog post for this card, and then you can see all that. And also then, while you're at my blog, just make sure you sign in, enter your email. That way, every time a new blog post comes out, you'll be notified. So that's our card base. And on the inside of this card, I have some little spiders. I've already done that. This one, I've got them coming down from the top instead of trying to crawl up from the bottom. So now we're going to do, we're going to do some stamping. But I just now realized I didn't bring my Stamp and Cut mini over. So let me get up and go grab that. I always think I'm ready. I always think I'm ready for a video, and then I find out I forgot something, or I don't have something, or I can't find something. That's usually the way it goes for me. All right, so we're going to stamp with pumpkin pie, and we're stamping this right here, this background, I guess banner you would call it. Inked up. All right, that is a solid image stamp. It's a red rubber, and I'm just giving that time to make contact with the paper. Okay, a little bit light. I guess I must be needing to re-ink my ink pad. I'm thinking of it before I put it away. I should probably pull that out so I can remember to do it. So if you're not familiar, Stampin' Up's ink pads, all of the colors come with a re-inker. so that when your pad starts to dry out, you don't just have to chuck and throw the pad away. You can add more ink to it. So I always advise people, when you order an ink pad in a particular color, order the re-inker at the same time. That way you are always going to make sure that you have the ink for that ink pad when it starts to run out of juice. So I'm going to get my dye on here, and I just have a piece of paper tape to make sure that that stays in place. And you can use paper tape, you can use a Post-it. I think Post-it has Post-it tape. I just use the paper tape. I ordered that one, and I use that. Okay, crank that through my Stampin' Cup Mini. And peel all this off. Save that for later. It's still good. You can use the paper tape a couple times. Before then it really runs out of stick. Okay, this I'm going to make my spider web. And there's, I think, actually 3 of these in the die set has 3 of these. So again, I'm going to run these through my mini. And I can run both of those at the same time. Those shouldn't shift on me, so you don't have to worry about taping them down. And I am still using my big Stampin' Cup Mini is on a separate table, workstation in my stamp room. Actually, it's a portable island kitchen. It's a cart, so it's kind of neat. It has drawers and every storage underneath that. That's where I keep my dies. But I'm not used to die cutting while I'm sitting down. All right, let's see. I don't have a foam adhesive, but I did grab an old brush so I can get all of these crumbs out of there. Almost all of them. All right, so there's one. And let's see this other one. Ooh, flying everywhere. Let's see about this. Just a little bit more. Get this out of the way. Get my piercer. Release that from the die. Okay, so I've got my 2 spider webs. And I am working on my glass mat. I love this mat. It is a great surface to work on. Okay, so let's get ready with the other elements to this card. Oh, where are we? Oh, here it is. I have used a piece of two-tone, basically cardstock, and that's what this is. So this one I used the lighter side, which is that side. This one I used the dark side. And the neat thing with this is that it has a white center to it, a white core, so that you can sand it, and it does, texture is shows up really well on this. So I've already started some of it. This is a sanding block that Stampin' Up had 100 years ago, but you can use a fine piece of sandpaper, or sometimes you can find at the Dollar Tree or Walmart in the beauty section the nail cubes. So that would work also. So we're going to start getting our card assembled. So I'm just going to start attaching. All right, so I'm going to get this to my card base. Hopefully everything's going to be centered. I like this side better. Okay, now what I have is I have 10 strips, and a lot of it was scrap. So I've got 10 strips here of the spooky, sweet cardstock. And then what I'm going to start doing is just layering these. Layer, overlap, whatever you want to do. However you want to do this. At class I had some that didn't put all of them on. They only put some of them. But yeah, it's just a great way if you have scraps to use them up. And then just, this gives your card a really, I felt like two, a really fun element. So I do have my silicone mat, and I am just going to, and I'm just applying adhesive at the ends of this. And I think I want my card to kind of start here. And we're just going to take it from there, adding our adhesive strips. I think I kind of want to go this way. And these don't have to be in any particular order or 77. Let's try this one. They don't have to be like a certain pattern. If you want to repeat, you can. But again, it might be kind of hard because I just kind of ended up overlapping and being a little bit sloppy, if that's the correct term for this card. So, I mean, yeah, just build it. Just build it, and they will open it. So this is one of those cards that even if you probably made a mistake on it, then people wouldn't be able to really tell because there's really no rhyme and reason to it. I think I'm going to do this one. And I think I'm back over here with this one. Let's sort of put this one that way. There we go. Oh, excuse me. All right, next what I've done is I took a foam adhesive sheet and I put my black cardstock on that. And if you're not familiar with our adhesive sheets, I have so much stuff here in my way. But here, these are the foam adhesive sheets because I wanted my EEK to be, this is what they are. This has been cut down. They have release paper on both sides. I wanted my EEK to sort of be elevated. And I was like, God, I can't get dimensionals on the back of that. That's so small. I would be trimming forever. So I remembered, pull out your foam adhesive sheet. So I'm going to, and it sticks, I am going to get this onto the center of my little banner here. Okay, there we go. My E looks a little weird at the top, but that's okay. And then I am going to apply dimensionals on the back of here. So I really, because I know I'm going to be tucking in my cobwebs, I really don't want any of these dimensionals along like any of the corners. So I'm just going to pretty much keep them away from the edges. So get the backing off of that. Okay, I'm going to put our EEK here in the center. All right, now with my little spider webs, I'm going to use my liquid adhesive. And this is, oh, I missed some pieces. This is our multi-purpose liquid glue Comes in the green bottle, green and white bottle. I just have put mine into a fine tip dispenser. Just makes it a little bit easier for me to control. Okay, now I'm going to grab my tweezers because sometimes I am all thumbs, and I'm going to put my spider web on there. Press it down, make sure it gets contact and it stays. Oh, must have missed a little piece there. Well, okay, it's not wanting to stick at the top, so we're going to add a little bit more. We'll redo this process. It's okay. Right. I'm not so concerned about the bottom because I know that's getting tucked underneath, and no one's going to see that glue shmeary. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to put a block on it. Now we're going to glue the other one to the other corner. Okay. There we go. Let's move that block and put you over here. All right, my little spiders. I already die cut some of those. I was on a spider die cutting binge. And on this card, they are flat. I did make another one, and I popped these up with dimensionals. So I liked that. I need the mini black. I really liked using, as soon as I can get them, the black dimensionals better on these little spiders. And if you get it, you can pretty much get the mini dimensional on the more of the upper body part, then you really don't. And it is black, and it's black on black, and I like that. You really don't see if there is any of the little mini dimensional hanging over. So let's get our spiders on here. And again, I'm using my tweezers because I'm kind of like all thumbs. Make sure you got the spider in the right way, Leigh. Okay, then now all we need to do is add our stars that are hiding over here. Okay, so I just love these little stars. I think they're so cute. I like the sizes also. There we go. All right, so that's it. That wasn't that hard. Scraps of paper. We did just the stamping the background. We die cut this out in the foam adhesive sheet. And then now I need to put my inside panel in the card that has my little spiders. I think I'll send this one to my favorite son-in-law. He doesn't like spiders. And my favorite son-in-law, I only have one son-in-law, so that's a joke in the family. It took him a while to realize. And I said, oh, you're my favorite son-in-law. Oh, yeah, he was bragging on that until he realized. About 10 minutes later, I looked at my daughter and goes, oh, I'm the only one, aren't I? And she's like, yeah. So what I'm going to do now is, for my class, I had cardstock left over. So I gave everyone a panel cardstock. so that they could cover their envelope flap. So just a little extra something. And I always, when I'm done, just take my bone folder to make sure that it's nice and adhered. Then all you have to do is just take your paper snips and just go around and trim that. So that then you end up with this. Ta-da. So yeah, so that's today's project. A really cute and fun Halloween card. At the recent class I had, I always have everyone, they have to pick their favorite when they're done making the cards. And yeah, this one was a winner. The majority of the people picked the EEK. They really liked the EEK Halloween card. So I hope you like this card too. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day.